Hi, Julie Powell here. I thought I'd jump into Lightroom and have a look at the new masking tools that Adobe have just brought out. So if you've done the update on Lightroom, you'll notice that there's a few additions and some changes that they've made, some of which are pretty cool. So I'm just going to jump into the masking tools in this little video. So if we jump over to the masking area, so we now have subject, and we have sky, and we have background. There's also a people function, but because I haven't got a person in this image, it's not coming up, but I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm going to just click on subject, and it's going to do a fabulous job of picking and masking my subject. Now you can check your mask area by turning your mask on or off, and of course if you click on here you can actually change the color of it as well. So what it has done is a pretty good job, but it hasn't got everything, but it's quick and easy to fix. If I just click on add to mask, and I'm going to go down to my brush, and then I can brush in what I want to have added to the mask. If likewise I wanted to take things off, I could use the subtract from mask, and I could take things off by clicking on that and clicking onto the brush. Of course you don't have to go and use the brush. I just find that the brush is quick and easy for this sort of thing. So with the mask on, I can see where I've painted in and where I haven't. So you can then come in and you can do pretty much anything that you want to do with your object. You can brighten it up, you can add a little bit of texture, you can add a little bit of clarity, you can turn the mask off so you can see what you're doing a little bit better. So you can play around with all of that. Now previously, if I wanted to do something to the background, I would have had to have done a subject select and then inverted it, but now I can actually come in and I can select the background. So I'm going to click on a new mask and let it select the background, click on the masking tool, and it will show you what is in here. Now there is areas where I want to take that off, so I'm going to click subtract with mask. I'm going to go in with my brush, and I am just going to take it off that mask area. It's just a little bit slow because I am recording this. But once you've got that, you can then go in, so you've quickly and easily you can deal with what's in your background and your subject in two completely different masks, and you don't have to invert everything. So you can play around with stuff, you can reduce your clarity, your background, make it a bit darker, and get your subject to pop. So that is brilliant. So if we jump over to a image that's got some people in it, so in this case I've grabbed 4 people. So I'm going to go back over to my masking tools, and this time, just give it a minute, it's going to detect people. And what it's going to do that's pretty cool, it's going to detect all 4 people. So you can click on individual ones and it will show you the mask area for that person. So if you have somebody who's perhaps a little bit darker in the image, you can click on that one person and you can edit them individually. And you can come in and you can edit an entire person, or you can just do their face, their body. You can come in and you can darken their eyebrows, you can play with their eyes and all the rest of it. I'm going to do a deep dive into portraits, but for the moment I just wanted to show you this. So if I come into my mask here and I select my person, so it's got person 1 here, I'm going to click on that and it will ask me whether I want to do the entire person, etc, etc, etc. So I'm just going to do the entire person here. I'm going to create a mask, and then it's going to bring you back to your develop and your basic panels here. So I can come in and I'm just going to go overboard so you can see what I'm talking about. I can come in and I can make just that one person a little bit brighter, a little bit darker if they've got too much highlights, or they need a little bit more highlight on them. So you can actually edit each individual person as well as the overall image. And of course, if I wanted to come in and I want to say darken up this side of the image, I can click on new and I can select my background, and it's going to select my background only. Just give it a minute. So it is just my background that has been selected. So I can then come in and I can make it perhaps a little bit darker. Or of course I can add a gradient to this, and I can go from left to right, and I'm just going to bring my exposure down a little bit. And then we have it. And of course, if you just want to reset the whole thing because you've been playing around, you can. So you can muck about, you can increase, you can enlarge it, you can do whatever you want with that, boost it individually. But just being able to work on individual bits and individual pieces within an image, or if you want to work on just the background or just your subject, you can do that as well. So that's it from me. I'm going to do a deep dive into portraits in another post, but for now I just thought I'd give you an overall view of the new masking features. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.